All right, so winter is here in the Northeast. Depending on where you are, that's probably the case also. I'm from Minnesota myself, and I know it's getting cold there. So today we're going to take a quick look at some of the things you may or may not store in your truck or vehicle as the season changes, as the possibility of getting stuck in snow and ice is more present, that sort of thing. For a lot of you, this is going to be really basic stuff, and our hope is that what you might pick up from it is how you can store these things using some of the BuiltRight products that are in this GMC and available for a lot of other trucks. Others of you may remember one thing or two things that, hey, I should throw that into my truck before the snow hits. So let's get into it. All right, so obviously when you're winter driving, there are a couple of possible scenarios. You may get stuck yourself, you may get stranded, you may come across somebody that's in one of those two scenarios. So this is a variety of items that may be useful. Obviously a shovel, that doesn't really require further explanation. Traction boards, same kind of thing. These are a nice easy thing to try and jam under your tires if you happen to be stuck and you're by yourself. These can come in handy. This happens to be Max Tracks. There's a bunch of different options. This is a recovery strap. You can see we've got a BuiltRight pouch here, but this is actually a tow strap. Maddie's got a recovery strap over there. You, of course, are going to want some way to safely attach that to your vehicle and another, but those can be helpful for yanking somebody out of a hole. So another thing you may want to do is be able to make people aware that you're there, you're stuck, whatever it is. Flares, something like an air horn could come in handy. So this kind of goes without saying, we've all run out of washer fluid when we wish we hadn't, so good idea to throw an extra gallon or two in your truck somewhere. Likewise, running out of gas, not something you want to do in the winter. You may use something like a Rotopax can. If you're using our panel, it's a great way to mount that to carry some extra gas either for yourself or for another motorist. You may also want to be able to stay warm. So let's say you run out of gas and it's cold outside, having an extra blanket, hat, gloves, that kind of thing in the truck is always a good idea. So some of the reasons you might be stuck or a couple of problems you might have, you may have need some first aid. You may have a punctured tire where a simple plug kit or can of slime or whatever can get you to the nearest gas station, get you to the nearest service center, the nearest dentist. An air pump or an air compressor, some way to refill a tire is useful in that sort of a case. And then obviously jumper cables are kind of the basic. Everybody knows about jumper cables. I've started carrying one of these. This is a jumper pack, right? So it's a big battery, really compact. It's a safe, easy way to do this yourself. Some of these will have, like for example, this one has USB out. So this can also double as a way to charge your phone, your flashlight, whatever it is. So this is a nice thing. I've used these no-co products for different battery tenders, things like that. So I can kind of vouch for that. Last thing is really the snow brush, the ice scraper. You need to be able to clear things off to get moving again. Likewise, having some extra food and water, even if it's just some Cliff Bars and bottles of water, is a good thing to have. So the next thing we're going to do is show you how you might be able to store this in your truck. Obviously, one option would be to just jam it all in back like this. Call it a day. Nice. But that is not how we do things, so we're going to walk you through a couple of ways that we're probably going to store these in this AT4 here.
Later that night.
right, so that's all we've got for you this week. Showed you some of the items that we carry with us in our trucks. We showed you how you might be able to store those in yours, and hopefully that'll help you be ready this winter. Have a good one. See you next week.
Quick shout out to Bob K for his order. These guys just alerted me that he had a note on his order that said, make sure my order ends up on a YouTube video. Smiley face, LOL. So you know what, Bob? Here's your order. You picked up a GM HD bedside rack. It's a 4-piece kit. You got some pouches going here, some cubby pouches. And you know what? We'll feature you in a YouTube video just because you asked. Thanks for watching, dude. We appreciate it.
Happy holidays, Bob.